How do you deal with parents?
Oh God. Parents, oh God, everyone's got their different style of parenting. Everyone takes care of their little snowflake or cupcake or their kiddo, whatever, however they classify their child. But I don't know. I've sat through parent teacher interviews and I've talked to parents, and I think you can kind of get a gist of like whose parents are really involved in their kids' academics, whose parents are like not involved with their kids' academics. And then from there, it's like, all right, I can stem where their success is coming from, because they can go home and get support, or they can go home and they don't get the support. So I think then that's the one thing. It's like your invisible backpack, and it's honestly what I find it's relating back to is what the kids carry in their invisible backpack. What is their lived experiences? What's their environment at home? And then all of that culminates, and that's what comes to school.
Does that influence how you interact with the kids? There was one day where that same dyslexic kid, he was getting bullied and he got hurt, and I had to walk him home, and he lived quite close, so it was convenient enough. And so amazing that they can still do that in Denmark. I mean, here that would just be such a huge red flag. But
Yeah, but all right, yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah, it's definitely the erosion of student teacher relationships, which is unfortunate. But I digress. So I walked this kid home, and then I met his mom, and she was just a single mom, and she thanked me, and we talked for a little bit. And after that interaction with his mom, I loved the kid before, but after that, I spent so much time with that kid because I just saw such a light in him, and we worked together super hard on reading. And I'm wondering if you have a similar experience from parent-teacher interviews and being able to meet kids and develop a whole new level of empathy for them.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's so true. Like you get some parents, you're like, I really like this parent. Like they're really good to their kid. Like you can see that they're getting support, or okay, they're not getting the support, so you kind of love on that kid a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like that's the thing. Like those parents too, they're like, oh, like our son really enjoys being in or our son or our daughter really enjoys being in your class. Like they talk about every day the fun stuff you guys are doing. So like it's a little bit rewarding in that aspect. But I think that's the biggest thing we're working towards in this educational setting is really building that connection of like school to home. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's like all right, like one kid, maybe they're living with Mushroom or Cookum, like they're living with their grandparents, and then it's tough for them. So they cling on, like you can see that they cling on to you a little bit more. Like I had two kids in my internship, they're twins. I love these kids to death so much. I would take them home. They're like the nicest kids. And I came to my internship and they're like, okay, like such and such is going to be like, he's going to be a little tough. And I kind of took them as a personal challenge. I was like, you know what? Nope. I was like, this kid's going to cling on to me, and I'm going to have him working like crazy. Like 2 days in, this kid's like, Mistress, like you're the best. I'm like, yeah, got him. So it's like that. It's that aha moment of like, and then I came back and I had to intern there. I taught a couple last month. I hadn't seen them in a year. So I came back and they're taller. And the one kid like bolts across the playground. I was like, I don't care. I'm giving this kid a hug. And he like jumps into my arms, and I just held him. I was like, I missed you, dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the fulfillment I get out of it, is seeing them just grow. But like when you see a kid's lived experiences, you try to put yourself in it. Like you try as much as you can to empathize. And it forces you to just really take that kid under your wing a little bit more than maybe another who has the support at home or who doesn't have the support at home. I think that's one thing I'm learning. And then just treating all kids the same, giving them the same love, withholding bias, just being that good, gentle, calm giant that I am.
Yeah, you are a big teddy bear. That's
Yeah, unchanged. 24 years of it, still the same.